and Swan Other dedicated in the memory of Tom Johnson, W6QKI, the founder and driver behind Swan single conversion transceivers, and probably the greatest use of sweet tube as linear amplifiers into transceivers or transmitters. So, Whiskey 6RGL. Any early check-ins?
Whiskey Alpha 6, Jacks, Kings, and 9s.
Okay. We have Kevin, WA6JKN. Good evening to you, Kevin. How are you? And pretty good signal tonight, over.
Well, thank you very much, Skip. You're definitely coming in Lima Charlie, no problem. And I'm glad that the band is, I think, is going to be in good shape for us tonight. Over.
W6YEC checking in.
Yeah, we got George there. Cousin George, good evening to you. W6YEC. Okay. Very good. Well, yeah, the band appears to be a little lower noise floor, and the QRN entry is not as bad as it has been in the past. So, George, over to you, and then let's see who else may show up with the band for the early Swan next. 6LGL.
Nancy 6, Whiskey Hotel Kilo.
Okay, and 6WHP. Hello, Phil. Good evening, too. Welcome aboard. So, looks like the Eagles are gathering there. Over to you there, George, and then take a standby, please. K6LGL.
Yeah, I thought I heard somebody under Phil. Was there somebody else checking in? W61.
KF6SYD.
Hello, Steve. Yeah, you'll be after Phil there, over.
Okay, yeah, Steve, good evening to you. As Skip said, you'll be after Phil. So Phil, turn it to Steve, if you would, after I turn it to you. Anyway, good evening to one and all. Hi, Skip. Nice signal. Kevin, good signal down here. And everybody sounded great. Phil and I did some running around today. We had a little ham get together out at Fiesta Island. And that was kind of fun. Got to see a bunch of our guys from around the San Diego area and fellowship with them and play radio. Kind of like a field-based situation, except no contest, although I guess there was a DX contest going. Anyhow, and then Phil and I took off and went and had lunch with the guys we normally have lunch with on Saturday. Anyway, that's how the day kind of went. So, good to be in here, glad to be here. I was doing some work in the office here while I was waiting for the net to develop. Anyway, about to give it over to you, Phil. You got N6WHK, W6YC.
AWS.
K2LM2. Okay, welcome to Ron, and welcome to our friend Paul there in Kingman. You will be after SYD, Steve, and then after you there, Ron, pass it over to Paul, please. Thank you. K6LGL.
Well, good afternoon to everybody. November 6th, Whiskey Hotel Kilo. I'm on my little 350 Delta Swan rig. I'm running through an amplifier putting out about, about 400 watts, 500 watts, somewhere in that general vicinity. Running I think I'm running on the loop tonight. I tuned up to the loop for our 5 o'clock group, and I didn't change anything. And, yeah, George and I don't know how many other hams, a whole mess full. It was a lot of fun. They had little drones flying in the air. They had had OES up there. They had police department, communicators. They had all kinds of stuff going on. They had a tea hunt going for those interested in that. And it was a good time had by all. With that, over to Steve. You sounded good, Steve. KN6SYD, KN6WHK. All right, Bill, KF6SYD. Hello, Skip and Kevin, George and Phil, Ron and Paul. Good to be here with all of you tonight. I'm so glad you guys had a good day. George and Phil, you guys, the carrier. I'm going to pause so I can... There, I got rid of it. I knew you guys were going to go out and do that, and I'm so glad that it was a good time and worth doing, and it sounds like you guys had a lot of fun. So very, very good. Julie and I spent the day trying to get parts for my trailer, the trailer I haul firewood in and stuff like that. Because I want to put new bearings in. I can't buy the bearings. The trailer store doesn't have them. The guy goes, well, this is from the 60s. They have made hubs as small, but they're just slightly smaller. I mean, it's not like they're small, but the bearings that people thought don't fit my hub. Yeah, I'll have to try to find them on eBay or something. But I had some bearings. There was one bad one. I put that in. Got new tires for it Friday because they were exploding out through the treads, because they're old. Just falling apart. I guess that's what they do when they're old. Anyhow, that was my exciting day. That's all I got to work on, and I have one wheel finished. The one that was really bad, it's got the new bearings in it, because I had some saved up, but not enough for everything. That was my exciting day, and over to you, Ron, KD6BWS. What have you been up to? KF6SYD.
Okay, Steve, KF6SYD, KD6VWS. Yeah, well, sounds like everybody's having a pretty good day. Man, this band is quiet. Signals are great. Man, it's beautiful. And I didn't even have to touch my VFO. I came down here earlier to warm this up. I come down here and I haven't touched the VFO. It's where it was last week, so yeah, it's a trip. Yeah, I went for a ride today up to Black Rock Canyon, did some hiking, and I went in the gift shop to was going to get a hiking book, and my stupid card didn't work, so I got to contact the bank Monday, because I just paid my property taxes, and I ordered stuff online, and I go down to the bank, find out what's going on. So that's a thrill. So other than that, beautiful day today. A little bit breezy, but all in all, real nice day here. Got a lot of painting in. Still got more to do, but it's coming along, so maybe I'll get it. Maybe I can get it kind of finished up this week. All right, well, let me send over to you, Paul. K2LMQ, KD6VWS.
Thank you, Ron. KD6BWS. Okay. Hello. Yep. K2LMQ. Okay. Recovery. Hello. Okay, the amplifier is not on.
WJ6W.
WD6FWL. We got you, Dave, and we got you, Jay. Good evening, K6LGL. And okay. I guess I'm working to change things around, and I'll be back on the next go-around. I'm on the Swan 175 right now, and just running about 100 watts. And
Vernon Bay at 75 feet. Beautiful day here today. Let's see, I'm not sure who it goes to, so Skip, tell us about it. K6LGL, K2LM2.
Okay. Good evening to us all. K2LM2. Watching the second game of the World Series there with the Diamondbacks are leading there. And by the way, beautiful moon. Great for EMA work for those who want to. All right. Sounds like you had a good time there at the San Diego Wolves getting together. And all these nice fellowships and activities, that sounds good. And Steve, sounds like you're having your repairs done on the trailer. Good that you found the bearing there and of course tires. That'll keep you going. Good to have that. And sounds like you're having your fun around there. So, and Paul, sounding good, except I don't think your amplifier's working. Your signal is not the usual thunder and lightning type, but plenty strong. Dave, good evening to you, and same way to Jay there, sounding good also. So it looks like we got Camel the Eagles out here. So, over to you there, Dave, and then pass it over to Jay and WL, and then Dave over to Mel, the DPD. Welcome aboard, gentlemen. K6LGL.
Well, good evening, Skip and everybody. Dave, WJ6W, of course. Dave here in Tarzana, running the Atlas 210X again, and using the 30L1 amplifier. So, it seems to be working, and like Ron, I just turned it on about 7:15, I suppose. And, boy, there was no noise on the band. And then I walked away for a while, and I see you guys were on. So, anyway, I didn't adjust the VFO on this 210X either, and I think I'm pretty close to a frequency. So, that's kind of neat. And, let's see, George, heard you talking about your event today, you and Phil. Nice ham event down there. Sounds like you have a lot of nice activity down there in San Diego. So, great, you had a great time today. And, Steve, trailer bearings, yeah, sounds exciting. I guess you didn't go to TRW today, I didn't either. I kind of forgot about it till someone reminded me last night. Oh, it was Jay. Yeah, Jay went down there, I think, NY6L. So I don't know if he's home again, if he'll be on here. But anyway, he made the trip, but I didn't. So let me send it on. Oh, I'm watching. Actually, I'm watching a little sports here. Colorado and UCLA. It looks like they're going to win over Colorado. Looks like in the World Series, the Diamondbacks are going to win tonight. So, for whatever that's worth. All right, I'll send it over to Jay at WB6MWL, WJ6W.
Okay, WJ6W, WB6MWL. Very good. Yeah, your Atlas sounds good here. Yeah, you're 20 over here. And yeah, the band is quiet. I don't didn't have any noise level tonight. We're on the Swan 350 here, about 250 watts out, and everybody's sounding good. And I'll keep it going here. I'll turn it over to Mel. And yeah, I did have the World Series on. Yeah, the Diamondbacks Diamondbacks, I think. When I came in, I think they just scored 4 runs or 2 or 3 more runs, I forget. But they were ways ahead. Anyway, over to you, Mel. WA6JBD, WB6MWL.
All right, thank you, Jay. WB6MWL, Swan Group. This is WA6JBD, Mel and Upward. Good evening, everybody. Sounds like you got bad conditions there. Decent signals are on. I'm hearing everybody, at least F9 or better. So that's nice. Not a whole lot going on here. I've just been sitting around today rebuilding a heavy-duty camera pan tilt mount that I'm going to put a 10 gigahertz dish on and putting it around the back, trying to solve problems. And I'm done with that today and playing radio with a nice glass of Merlot. So I'm living the dream here. That's all I got for this go-around. I think it goes back to you, Skip. K6LGL, WA6JBD.
Well, okay, Mel, very good. WA6JBD. And the Swan net, K6 Little Green Light in Santa Monica by the Bay. Yeah, nice day today here on the West Coast. Very typical of the early fall. Kind of warm and comfortable, etc. And as we say, they got an interesting moon slowly rising up there. For the meters, this is great on the moon there. Nice to bounce your signals off there. And etc. Sounds like everybody's been busy, and I'm glad you got the trailer going, you see. And you're sounding good as usual on the 215 there, Dave. No problem whatsoever. And Mel, very good. I think you're running your 700 series. So whatever. Look forward always to hearing from all of you. Yeah, I'll have to turn on my TV in the shack there and just turn down the volume and just see how the game ends. It looks like the Diamondbacks, it's probably their turn. They lost the game by 1 run yesterday to the 6-15 there to the Rangers. So I guess it's their turn to make up for it. So yeah, they haven't been in the series for quite a number of years, whereas our Texas friends there have, I think this is their third time in a number of years, so see how they do. Okay, let's keep a good thing going. So let's go back to the top. The list as I have it is, after myself, I have W6JKN, Kevin, then George, W6YEC, and then followed by N6WHK, Phil, KF6SYD, Steve, KD6VWS, Ron, K2LM2, Paul, WJ6W, Dave, WB6MWL, and W6JBD. So we got a pretty good group going here. So over to you, Kevin. What do you I haven't done so much today, and the usual, washing clothes, stuff like that, and watching part of the ball game and all that. Not much, not very many other moments. So over to you, Steve. Kevin, WA6JKN, K6LGL, and the Swan Group.
Okay, Skip, K6LGL and the Swan Group, WA6JKN. Very good. I'm copying everybody just beautifully tonight. I want to say hello to everyone. Skip, George, you see George, Phil, Steve, and Ron, good signal. Paul from Kingman there. Dave, WJ6W, Jay, MVL, and also Mel, JBD, which I had a really nice QSO with the other night. Or was that Friday? I don't remember. But I remember it was most enjoyable. talking about the successes of your son in flying helicopters and your Cessna, what was it, 172 or something like that, and yeah, good stuff. Well, anyway, my day has been pretty much just a relaxing day. Diane got back from Texas. On their way back, their trailer developed you're talking about bearings problems, Steve. They had one of the tires, the bearing went bad, and it was really a shame because my son-in-law just had all new tires, rims, had everything upgraded on the trailer, and new bearings and all that kind of stuff. So apparently, the outfit that they charge him an arm and a leg to do all four tires, and he uses it, and one of the tires overheats and spins off the trailer and just goes off into a field off of I-40 just before they got to Albuquerque, New Mexico. So that delayed their trip getting back here. So that was really a shame because he had just had it all redone, and so here he is. So he figured out how to take the empty trailer, pull it into Albuquerque, which is about another hour or so down the road, and just one thing at along, and then had to pay a fortune to get that fixed there in Albuquerque. So anyway, I don't know what he's going to do about it with now that he's here, and the company that did all the trailer work for him is located right here locally. So hopefully he's able to get some kind of compensation or something. Probably not. But anyway, yeah, that's the problem with trailers, right? You got to do the maintenance on them. And now his trailer has all the electric brakes, and it has sensors on each of the tires, so you can monitor the tire pressure and the temperature of the tires and all that stuff. So on his control panel in his truck, he can tell, he could see where the tire was starting to heat up. Yeah, so he knew that the thing was going to turn into a catastrophic failure. So he was pulling over at the time the tire came off the trailer. So good thing he was going very slow as he was pulling off the side of the freeway there. All right, let's see. Before I forget, I wanted to mention to Skip and the rest of the group here, I don't know if it's still available, but it came online this morning at about 10:55. There's a guy down there in San Diego that has a Collins 20V, a 20 Victor AM broadcast transmitter. Collins 20 Victor 20V AM broadcast transmitter. It's been converted to 80 meters, and it works. It's got an ICM crystal for 3870. Now, you ready for this? He's only asking $500. $500. I would buy it just for the kilowatt parts in it, get some of the iron out of it, $500 biscuit. A local pickup down there in San Diego. His name is Mark, and his call sign is Kilowatt 6 Mike Juliet Delta MJD. Mike Juliet Delta, kilowatt number 6 Mike Juliet Delta. And I don't know if he's going to cure it or not. But anybody on here, needs a 20V transmitter. I mean, for $500, I can't believe it. It would, I don't know. I would tell him not to sell it for more. But that's just me. I'd probably give him more money. I don't know if I would feel right giving him $500 and walking away with his transmitter. I don't know if I can do that. But anyway, hey, it is what it is. I want to share it with you. Now I don't know if it's still available. You'll have to do your own homework and find out. This was posted on the Cones Collector's Net, but I didn't see any post that says it was sold. Let me just double check right now, just to save you all a lot of time, because I can do this quickly. Nope, it doesn't say anything about it being sold. So there you go. All right, and there's pictures. He posted pictures on the Collins Net, so I have those pictures. So it looks pretty good too. And he's got it ready for pickup. He's removed the iron, the tubes, everything. It's ready for somebody to pull up with the truck, load it up, and drive away. All he requires is $500 cash. So there you go. Well, let's keep it moving here. Over to George. W6YEC and the Swan Group, WA6JKS.
Okay, very good, Kevin. W6YEC. Hello to everybody. Guys that have joined us, Jay and Mal. And as soon as you said that, I knew it was Mark. He's a friend of mine, so I'll give him a call, find out what the story is on that. And had it for quite a while. And he ended up, last time Mark and I saw each other, he bought a Valiant from me. And he took my HQ180 and gave me this HQ110 spray. Because we discounted the 180. And anyway, I've been having a ball with the HQ110. So I need to call him. I heard him on the other night. And it's been quite a while since he's been on. So need to call him and check up on that. Get the info on it. All right. Everybody sounded good. You know, Paul, you don't need that amplifier with that 175. You're doing just dandy. Just dandy. Great signal. You're always booming in. So, I don't know, on the 175 if I drive the amplifier with that, but yeah, it's up to you, but I don't think you need it because the 175 puts out a decent amount of power. At any rate, just like my 500 here that we're on tonight with the Electrovoid 638, that's a switch that plugs into my amplifier. It's a switch, and I switch the amplifier between three radios, the 7300 and the Swan, although I never use it with the Swan, and my constant twin. So at any rate, the Swan comes up. I did turn on the Dentron, but and turned the power down on the Swan, I guess. But I'd be concerned about those ceramic tubes. They're very, very expensive, and I don't think I need the extra power. The 300 watts, or better, that the Swan is doing, I think gets the job done. So anyway, that's just my thought there for you, Paul. Yeah, the 175 sounds wonderful. Well, I was down there early because I had some office work to do, some accounting to get done, and that got all done. And to put some paperwork here, freehold funds, take it back up to my office at the house, put it in three-ring binders. And so a little bit of work down here. Why go the clock? So it's got the clock well, but the cuckoo clock is off by about an hour and a half, and I wasn't going to take the time to set it correctly. I just wanted to keep the cuckoo working. Anyway, so that one is off. The other ones are pretty close. And my grandmother's clock and my mantle clock are all pretty close. All right, so that's the story down here. Not much more to offer. We're still waiting on the insurance company to come to protect and our car. I've got a friend of mine doing some research on the parts. Can't find any parts around the wrecking yard here on a Mercy Stable. The there wasn't that many made. It's a really nice car, and just trying to get parts on eBay. So I'll let him know that. That's maybe how we'll get the parts. Right, Kevin, I'm sure glad everybody's safe with that trailer situation. Good thing I was paying attention. Your son-in-law. That's great. Anyway, the adventures of going to Texas and California are coming back. Either way, it's a challenge. All right, that's it. Let's give it back to Bill, I think it is. N6WHK, take it away, W6YC.
W6YC, N6WHK in the group. And good afternoon to the new people joining in. I shouldn't say new. We've talked all of it a number of times before. But anyway, good afternoon. Yeah, we had a pretty good time today. I got home and had to do a little bit of work around here. I left the back door open, and the dog brought a bunch of junk in, so I had to clean up the living room. He brought his toys in, and I actually crashed for about a half hour. When we got home, I was tired. And of course, I had to clean up, like I say, the living room. And I didn't really make anything for dinner tonight because I was not hungry because we had a big lunch and I had a big breakfast, which I'm not used to doing. So I kind of just kicked back, relaxed a little. Haven't turned the TV on, so I don't know what the score is on the game or if it's still playing. But I have a friend that will definitely tell me the score and let me know how the game went. Paul, PZY, he is heavy into sports. You want to know anything about sports, you can ask him, and he will let you know. Everybody is sounding really beautiful tonight. I mean, that's a perfect copy. And Paul, yeah, your 100 watts is doing what you need it to do. You're loud, clear, and distinct with it. No problem at all copying you. So you don't even need the amp. As far as I'm concerned, here in San Diego, but maybe up the coast a ways, it'd be a little different story. But, oh well, we'll find out here as we go down the road. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Steve. And Steve, I hope you can find the bearings that you need for that thing. I know on my trailer I had, it was the same way. It had a weird, well, I shouldn't say weird, but an out-of-date hub, and the bearings were hard to come by. I remember getting them, but I don't remember where it was. It's about 5 years ago. So, anyway, good luck. Hope you find them. KM6SYD and 6WHK.
All right, Phil, KF6SYD with a carrier on a Swan 350. And the carrier is all the way gone, but it's better now. You know, with signals, they're so good, and the band is so quiet. This is the first time I've ever run this radio with the RF gain turned up all the way, because it's fine. And it's usually not. I usually take a lot of noise out and hear everybody if I turn the RF gain down. Don't need to do that tonight. So that's a big difference. And I'll kind of go down and listen to Ron. His card didn't work. That's distressing. Because you don't know why. Because you know you have money in there, but it doesn't work. And he's like, whoa. It gives me that kind of stuff eats at me until I can find out what happened. So if you're low, you have to go back to futures trading. I just can't believe you did that. That's all. Because I tried it and lost money a long time ago. And that is just so amazing that you were able to rebuild your health, and that's how you came up with the money to do it. I'll never stop thinking about that. So cool, but it's so risky. And glad you got to do some painting. I know you were having trouble getting all, everything to be right at the same time, so you could go do that. I'm glad you got a chance to get some of that done. And Paul,
T2LQ, you don't need the linear, but it would bug me if it didn't work too, and I'd be trying to make it work. The Swan 175, I had never seen that before. I know everybody else knows what it is but me, but that was so interesting to pull up a picture of that and look and see what that is. So that's really neat, Paul. Let's see, Dave. Yeah, I was thinking about TRW today, but while I was not going there, well, it's next month I'll go. Maybe I need some coax and connectors and stuff. Little jumpers and stuff you can find out there. But I was thinking about it, but I didn't go. And I just knew you wouldn't be there, and I'm glad you didn't go without me. Jay, you sounded good tonight. Mel, very good signal. Few and cool on the 10 gigahertz dish. I hope that ends up working out for you, the mount for that and everything. And my sister used to live in Upland. I used to, a long time ago, used to go out there a bunch to go see her, but it's been a long time. So that's a good place. Skip, thank you for hosting tonight. It's a cool thing to do every Saturday night. And Kevin, yeah, Mark was on the AM. You were too. Yeah, Mark was on 4. He was 4 people in front of you, 4 check-ins in front of you on Wednesday night. He listed the Collins transmitter for $500. I repeated his listing so everyone could hear it. So maybe you were eating dinner or something. But yeah, I just don't need it. But I thought that was I didn't know it was on. It was on this band. I didn't know it was on this frequency. But we've known Mark for years, and he was off for a long time. But he's been on last couple of weeks. Mark has. So cool that you're getting the word out. I'm sure he'd like to get past this and get it onto a good home. And George the Clocks, yes, I think about that when I think about you, and I'm glad you got him running, and I can understand not wanting to advance the cuckoo clock. You got to stand there for a while and fiddle and let it do all its stuff to get it on the right time. But that lifts my spirits to know that you've got those running. And I mentioned to Julie about the Sable and the back hatch and the $500 on eBay, and she's like, that's kind of a lot of money. And it is. I hope you guys are able to find something for that car. It is the right car for Becky. It's too bad it got smashed like that. But I hope you guys can get the insurance to pay off, which is hard to do with insurance companies. Phil, didn't have to make dinner. That's a hassle you didn't have to do tonight. You're already full from eating all day, so that's neat. The trailer bearings is I've got, wait, don't let anyone else work on them. That's one rule. The next rule is don't ever repack old ones. Always put new ones instead. And if you do repack old ones, they're gonna wreck. That's been from years of having things go wrong. Those are the lessons I've learned so far with trailer bearings. Now watch, the one I just put in today, it'll wreck on the way to the mountain. Who knows? But if it does, I'll just strap one axle up and run on 3 wheels. And that's what you do. This band is so good, I'll pass it along. Goes to Ron, KD6VWS, over to you, KF6SYD.
Okay, Steve, KF6SYD, KD6VWS. And by the way, I'm running the Swan 350C. Barefoot, of course. And Paul, you were FB20 over, you were the same signal. Everybody's got about the same signal level here. And no noise. I've got the... I usually keep the RF gain down about 11 o'clock. It's a beautiful band tonight. And, boy, this sounds like the weekend of bad trailer bearings. Yeah, man, I guess they don't last as good as automobile wheel bearings. Seems like common thing to go bad on trailers. So, yeah, $500 for that 20V. Yeah, shoot, if I was about 30 years younger, I'd snap that baby right up. But I've got everything I need and then some and nowhere to put it, or I'd dang sure jump on that. But, you know, but how many people can accommodate a broadcast transmitter? So I guess it's getting harder to sell them, you know. I've heard, you know, quite a few of them. There's one, I forget who it is, had that RCA 250 watt. That'd be nice when you could run on 120 volts. But, you know, I don't know how many hams are nowadays, you know, getting to be less and less AMers, I guess. But definitely a fantastic deal for somebody. So I hope somebody gets it and puts it on the air, you know. That should be on the air. It's a fine piece of equipment. And, yeah, I don't know what the deal was with my card. Shoot. And it's, you know, it's just out of the blue. You know, I definitely got plenty of money in the bank. Ain't that? And it's a fairly new card. So, anyway, I have to get a hold of the bank Monday and find out what the heck's going on. Don't want to be, all of a sudden, my bills ain't getting paid for some reason. So, alrighty. Let me turn over to you, Paul. K2LMQ, K6VWS.
Fine, Ron. Oh, okay. I'm back online now. K86BWS and the Swan Group, K2LMQ. Okay, beautiful copy all around. Nice group tonight. And I will cut the amplifier off after this transmission. I just want to make sure it was okay. I think the problem was that I just didn't have I didn't look when I put my foot on the foot switch to turn the amplifier on, and maybe I was at the wrong end of the switch, and it didn't turn on. Anyway, that was the story with that. And somebody, Steve was talking about paying his property tax. Yeah, that's going to be my Monday job here. Is paying that. I've been devoting. I always pay the whole thing in one shot, but this year's been a little tight. I'm debating whether to just do a half year, but I think we're just going to do the year and be done with it. And find on the baseball game, and maybe somebody listening has a score on it. I didn't watch it tonight. I watched the whole game last night, which was pretty good. But the problem is that the stuff is so, I can't think of what the word is, but it's addicting, I guess. And as it is now, my wife and I addicted to the professional football on Sunday, and we have 3 games lined up to watch. And that eats up the whole day. And it's just a day of watching football and eating potato chips or anything else. We feel like while we're watching the game and just have a good time with it. Kevin, fine on the 200Z, and that would be an interesting acquisition for somebody. And as far as the trailer goes, I'm glad everybody was safe and nothing serious happened, and it did happen as he was pulling off. So anyway, that's the story here.
I think that's pretty much it. And thank you, Skip, for taking the net, and I think they forget the next go around. And that's it. So let's, with that being said, let's toss it over to Tarzana and see what Mr. Dave has to say. WJ6WK2LMQ.
K2LMQ, Paul, thank you, WJ6W. Well, you're just boiling in here, Paul, 20 over here in Tarzana on the Atlas 210X. Really strong signal, but before, when you didn't have the app, we were able to copy you Q5 with no problem. So either way works here, and good to hear you. And let's see, yeah, the trailer story, Kevin, that was frightening. Thankfully, the trailer didn't get out of control and cause something terrible to happen. But yeah, these parts, you wonder where they come from anymore, how well they're made. It's hard to know, and I'm sure you had it repaired at a reputable place there, but who knows the origins of some of these parts these days. So anyway, yeah, Mark and his 20V K6MJD. Yeah, I made a note too that he advertised that, mentioned it on Wednesday night, and I believe he said he was running a super senior, so maybe that's what he decided to go with, something really small and light rather than the big heavy iron. But of course, I have I have a 20V2, which I love, and yeah, nice piece of equipment, and I sure hope it finds a good home somewhere around here where we can hear it. So anyway, and I know he mentioned it last night on the Collins net too. So I know he'd like to move it along. Let's see. I think, Steve, you were mentioning carrier. I think on your unit, I know WA9JIB, Bob mentioned that I had carrier on this 210X, and I popped the top off this week sometime, and know about the carrier as much as I could. I think it's pretty much undetectable now. I think I lowered it 15 dB or so, probably, from what it was, so it did need a little adjustment. So hopefully it's not detectable anymore, but anyway, that's one of those things with the old rigs here. Let's see, what have we been doing this week? Nothing really much, or today rather, except we did drag our generator out since we heard the Santa Ana winds were coming, and they're talking about power outages. Not too likely in our area, but it could happen. Anyway, I got my generator out, and I pre-assembled some things, so it would be easy to hook up. Rather than taking 45 minutes, I could probably hook it up in about 10-15 minutes if I needed to. It's been kind of a pain to put in when I need it, but it hasn't been too often, very rarely actually. So anyway, that was something I did today. That's about it though. So I think I'll say 73 in this round and just listen around, and I'll send it to Jay. WV6MWL, WJ6W.
Yeah, WJ6W, WV6MWL. Yeah, I took either side of your signal there, Dave. I did not catch any carrier at all. So did a good job adjusting that. It sounds good. And Steve, I heard just a little bit on yours on the high side there. Wasn't too bad though. So nothing objectionable. That's for sure. And yeah, one I had a card that went bad. They said the same thing, and the card went bad. So that was the first time I ever run into that. In all the years that I've had cards, so they issued me a new card that magnetic strip went bad. So that could be what it is. I don't know. Depending on how long you got it. I don't know how long you're supposed to last, but that's what happened to me. So it's just one of those things.
And it's 70 degrees these days, I see that. And if you find those bearings, I had to check the tree there was no time. I did replace the bearings because the dealer said don't, the same thing, he said don't repack or replace them, so I did. And never had a problem after that with that streamer. Franklin took it down to San Diego, and I'm trying to, to Campland. I don't know if that's still there or not anymore. It was really a nice place down there. My son really enjoyed it. I spent down there several days at Campland. I don't know if that's still where that, just the place where the ham get-together was today or not. I can't remember. It's been too long. Anyway, I'll keep it moving. I'll send it over to Mel. And yeah, it was beautiful here today. I don't think it got over 75. It might have, but it was nice out here.
All right, thank you, Jack. We do some WL in the Swan group here, too. WA6JBD. Got a couple of notes here. Going through what people are talking. I'll cover that. So, I am running on the Swan 700CX. It's putting out about 400 watts. Antenna's a dipole fed with open wire line. And I'm still real happy with this thing. It just keeps working and working and working. And I enjoy firing the thing up at least once a week and talking with everybody on it just to keep the dust from accumulating on the fuse and stuff. So that's a lot of fun. And Kevin, he mentioned we chatted after the call last night. We spent about an hour talking about stuff, and real enjoyable here. So that was kind of neat. And I quite enjoyed that as well. And I think that's about all I got here. Everybody is got nice signals. It's nice and quiet. Very low noise level here at the front end 3, which is unusually low. So that's nice. I'm enjoying that. But I gotta get on with a couple of other things here. My wife gets home, and as I'll let you know, I'll be listening in the background. And pass it on my 70, please. I'll catch y'all next week. WA6JBD. And back to you, Skip.
Okay, thank you very much, Mel. WA6JBD. I'm just wondering. Hey, enjoyed hearing from Mario, by the way. Diamondbacks won at 9-1. Game 2 of the World Series, so they got one apiece now, but yesterday in overtime the Rangers pulled it out. When was it? 7-1 or 6-1? I forget what it was. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, the various projects there, when you replace wheel bearings or bearings in general, it's probably a good idea to go over the new set and make sure they have plenty of adequate lubricant. That's the thing, I lost a universal joint on my drive shaft on my primary GTO when I was driving on Route 30 just the other side of the Mississippi River in Iowa. And my drive shaft bearing on the transmission side went out. And that pulled out the drive shaft. And all I had to do is hit a pothole, and I was going well over 70 miles an hour the time when my wife, my first bride, I'm lucky I didn't put a hot pothole, otherwise I would have ended up in a cornfield about 100 feet away. We ground up, I think, about 5 or 6 inches before I stopped. Never did find a spline shaft. The Highway Patrol there from Iowa, he and I looked together, and So that was quite an experience. So I made a mistake of instead of getting a new one, I repacked the old one. And of course it failed. So I learned my lesson on that one. Gentlemen, it's always a pleasure to hear you ask. Take care. And I'll turn it back in case any final quick 73 there from anybody left. And we'll see you all next week. Yeah, the 20V, that's a bargain. And if I had the room, and I'd take it, but I just don't have any place to put it. And you know, to get the cabinets through the regular door, they won't fit. We have to, you know, make special provisions. The one that was being sold by, what's his name, they're in Fresno. The 250 water, that is more like a standard 7-foot rack. That probably will go to a regular door. And yeah, it'll run 120, no problem. That's a good deal also, and the price is right. I think he's willing to part with it very reasonably. So there you go. Okay, 73 to all. Let me just quickly go back to see if anybody is around. And thank you for checking in the net. You have a chance, you know, to pass along and we live our lives vicariously on these various nets. And I enjoy hearing from all of you. 73. So back possibly to the top to Kevin and then whoever's left. Stay 6LGL.
Blake, W6YET.
Go, George.
Yeah, I got info on the 20V. That is my friend Mark, and 500 is the price. It's in really good shape. Wing Spring did the mods on it. It's just taking up room, and Rick was going to help me. You remember Rick, A6FMB? And of course, Rick isn't around to do that anymore, so anyway, the thing has just been sitting there. He's got the iron out of it, like I think Kevin mentioned, ready to go. He's got two GEs also that run 250 watts again. He said one of them is ready to go, one of them works, the other one is about 75% there. Anyway, those are available too for about $250. So anyway, I was just talking to Mark. He'd sure like to move them out. So it is the real deal. And I remember when he got that, he was telling me about it. That